the dairy farm that uses the biosolids. In Bosquen, Highway View Farm, corn has been chopped and the biosolids will be applied to the soil. Will remain dormant over the winter and be available as fertilizer in the spring.
Purchasing commercial fertilizer, commercial nitrogen, we're going to be applying, in ballpark figures, about 16,000 pounds of nitrogen total.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's 160 acres, about, give or take, 100 pounds per acre for next year's crop. And we do the soils on this side first in the fall because the soil type is appropriate. The soils on this side are much lighter soil, they're sandy soils, so we don't apply until the crop is going into the ground, so that means springtime.
Okay.
And we do that with all our fields. Soil type dictates when you spread and the crop being grown. But then, if you were going to purchase that nitrogen as urea, which, you know, in a ton of urea you got 920 pounds of N, and so you figure you buy 17 tons of urea that's going to be made. It's going to take energy to make it, it's going to take energy to transport it here, and it's going to take energy to spread, and it's all available, meaning that when that nitrogen is spread, all of a sudden, blast, it's right there, available for plants. So say you get conditions where you get a lot of rain, you're going to start losing that nitrogen. You're going to lose it through anaerobic conditions caused by wet soils. You're going to lose some of it. It's just going to leach right out, and then the plant will get what's left over. With the biosolid, you might lose a little bit in those conditions for the same reasons, but because it's organic nitrogen, only a little bit's available instead of this big chunk. You've only got a little bit, but then it keeps being available because it's mineralizing, converting over time, because it's in concert with the soil. Carl will go through and sit down, just do that preliminary estimate, and then if he thinks it's good, that's when we'll follow up doing some soil testing and come in and take a look at some of the finer points, like, okay, what do we have for setbacks? Are there houses? Are there public water supplies? You know, what kind of soil types do you have? That sort of thing from there. And then assuming that does, we just work our way through the permitting process. Have the public hearing, DES runs that.
That there is a demarcation line for the setback from the river. It's measured using global positioning systems that Resource Management takes advantage of this technology. As you can see off in the distance, there's another setback flag, and that matches an offset from the mighty Merrimack River, a wild and scenic protected body of water.
So that's it. On a beautiful fall day, we see the biosolids go on the ground, and that's it. You've seen the whole process. Here by the side of the Merrimack River, biosolids are being land applied on fields set back from the river. And you've seen the whole thing, from water to wastewater to sewage sludge to biosolids land application. That's how we do it now, keeping water clean.